Existentialistcat is not an INTP. Alright, this video is going to debunk all of the false stereotypes about INFPs. While existentialistcat does have all of the J lead signals such as R1 rigid posture, R2 body-centric, R3 punctuated motions, R4 vertical movements, R5 subordinate fluidity, she has candid signals over measured signals. Reactive rigidity correlation introverted judging. RR1 poised receding. The limbs withdraw softly towards the torso, with elbows tucked by the waist protectively and hands folded privately. RR2 disengaging eyes. The eyes look downward while the head remains forward-facing, often alongside excessive blinking. RR3 exerted pushes. Starting from a place of receding energy, the body attempts to push out a gesticulation while remaining delicate and tentative. This gesture will emerge from a rigid yet technical place, often with meticulous fingers, soft wrists, and a pointed specificity. RR4 momentum halting. The person's momentum extroverted perception or articulation extroverted judging becomes interrupted by a temporary freezing of the body. Often mid-sentence, the hands and head will stiffen into a set position and halt all activity. This can last anywhere from half a second to several seconds. RR5 meticulous hands. The person's body remains rigid, with their arms close to the torso and their fingers stretched and spread out delicately as they give subtle emphasis to language. The wrists will remain fluid and the hands will accentuate using very precise and dexterous mannerisms. Auburn, this type's voice is almost always memorable, each one having an unordinary pitch or tempo. In those with an open and sensitive channel to their own emotions, this voice will be breathy and have a sing-song quality. In those whose extroverted thinking is used as a protective membrane between them and the world, it will be nasal and pinched in a rather wounded way.
So I decided to take it, and I got INTP, which for me is fairly accurate. It's supposed to mean that I'm introverted and creative, always trying to come up with new ideas, logical. Social situations are hard for me. Sometimes I might seem detached.
Auburn Sathival said. Contrary to many descriptions of types by professors such as Beebes and Myers, it is not the INTP type that can claim the title of the secluded scientist or physicist. It is in fact the INFP that is most suited to that title. The INTP type has no exceptional talent for understanding dynamic elements of logistical reality. Their talent lies in giving clarity and systemization to matters of social dynamics, better placing the INTP's talent in the domain of psychology and philosophy. Phi, sprite-like voice. The person's voice carries a softness to it, with their intonation concentrated less in the pinching of the nasal cavity and more strongly in the trachea and abdomen. This will cause their voice to sound breathy, sprite-like, or affected. Additionally, the person's voice follows its own rhythm of intonation, which will stray away from the default of their language, regardless of culture. Existentialist cat fits the scientist subtype of the INFP personality.